Well, hello everybody. How are you all doing in the community?
At the moment.
Okay, nice to hear. So, what do you need? What do you want?
Please move
Tank
on.
reload.
We need no more OP
premium tanks.
Oh, what was that? More premium tanks? Did someone say more premium tanks? Okay, we listen you. We got you.
Yeah. Ladies and gents, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to yet another news episode featuring one of the upcoming tier 8 premium heavy tanks, this time from Germany actually. This was kinda surprising. Tier 8 premium heavy tank from Germany. We do not have too many of them yet. We only have Löwe and this VK16801P or Mauerbrecher edition or whatever it was. But this one, it seems to be a bit different, at least to most of the tier 8 premium heavy tanks already. It should play a lot like Chrysler K because it has back-turreted, or it is a back-turreted heavy tank with really strong frontal armor, but at least the standard penetration is not made to spam gold. Because it actually has some penetration. On Chrysler K, this is the most frustrating thing. You get one tier 8 premium heavy tank with the penetration value from 2011. So it feels like Chrysler K was made to fire premium rounds from and premium rounds at, if you catch my drift. But this one, it should be a bit better in that department at least. So it looks a lot like VK4502B. It should play a lot like VK4502B as well. But of course, the most special feature of this tank, in my opinion at least, is going to be that alpha match. Tier 8 premium heavy tank with 490 alpha match. And this is going to be our first ever tier 8 heavy tank with 490 alpha match. And it is going to be a premium vehicle. Well, I'm okay with that. Like, it doesn't matter. It depends on what other gun stats are. So before jumping into the stats, let's have a look what Wargaming has to say. And as always guys, keep in mind, everything is still subject to change. It is under testing. So final results may change depending on the results, of course. But gameplay wise, it could be described as a tier adjusted VK4502B. The VK7501K has excellent side armor and a strong glacis plate with 180mm of nominal armor. The well-protected turret, 250mm nominal armor in the front, utilizes a gun dealing an average of 490 damage per shot with 226mm of armor penetration with the standard round. The VK7501K is efficient at close range and sometimes at mid-range. This way you can compensate for the not-so-stellar accuracy and aiming time of the gun. It is a classic slow German heavy with a thick hide, so be careful when choosing a flank to push or defend. Because repositioning is going to be super painful and many times, like if you are playing with mouse, if you have mouse, you know that many times while you are trying to reposition, the result of the battle is or has already been decided whether you won or lost. The VK7501K has a decent turning rate, aka hull traverse speed, so running circles around it isn't a universal go-to option for its adversaries. But in wheeled vehicles, it is like that anyway. As for the German's operator, the general tactic is rolling out of cover to deal damage, with enemy shot most likely ricocheting or being blocked by the armor, and then rolling back into the cover to reload. So side scraping is going to be the go-to tactic while playing with VK7501K. I think this is what they're trying to say over here. Add support from the allies to this simple playstyle and you will win time after time. The VK7501K is manned by a crew of 5, commander, gunner, driver, radio operator and a loader. Really awesome to see radio operator over here. That means my commander doesn't have to be the craziest of them all. And by the way, just quickly let me see, VK4502B has 5 crewmen as well. Yes, exactly the same crew loadout, so you can move your crew members from VK4502B into this one without any problems whatsoever. And now let's have a look at first the details. So it is a tier 8 vehicle, 1600 hit points, hull armor in the front, as they said, 180 millimeters thick, 100 on the sides, add some side scraping to it, and yes, it is going to bounce many shots. But I need 3D model to see some weak spots, to see how thick is the armor between tracks and the hull part. Sometimes this can make or break the vehicle, side scraping vehicle for sure. And 80 in the rear of the hull, 250 in the front with some curving, so it is not flat like on VK4502B, for example. This actually has some curve in it as well, like in the front of the mouse. So 250 effective armor most likely is in the middle of that curve. 100 on the sides and 80 in the rear of the turret as well. 900 horsepower engine. Turret traverse speed is 24 and hull traverse speed is 26. Well, it is okay, yes, it is not the worst hull traverse speed, but it is still super easy, or this vehicle is still super easy to circle to death by most of the medium tanks with this hull traverse speed. View range 380 meters. Top speed 30 kilometers per hour, reverse speed 15. So yes, not the fastest crayon in the box. Power to weight ratio 12 horsepower per ton. Penetration values 226, 263 and 65 millimeters. Alpha damage 490, 490, 630. So armor, at least at the moment, without seeing the 3D profile, seems to be good. Penetration is good, I like it. Alpha damage is good, so it has to be compensated with something to not make it the most overpowered vehicle in this game. And I have to say, gun handling is kinda bad. Accuracy 0.39. Aiming time 2.7 seconds, reload time 16.5 seconds, and gun depression 5 degrees, 15 degrees of gun elevation. And by the way, it has 5 degrees of gun depression while it is a back-turreted heavy tank, so you have to peek over the ridge a lot more than in the mid-turreted or in the front-turreted tanks. So, in my opinion, this vehicle is going to excel only in close combat fights. Taking snapshots with this gun handling is not going to be the best. The lack of gun depression, of course, is going to hurt his vehicle accuracy, but in the close range with 490 alpha damage to see those 550 plus damage rolls, this is most definitely a super satisfying thing. Yeah, this is how much I can tell you simply by looking at the stats. I need to test it out as well, but I can say that already it is not going to be my style of a heavy tank. Number one, it is slow, and maybe this is the main boner killer for me, because in nowadays world of tanks I really do not like to play with slow tanks anymore. Unless it is 8095 or E3, because those two vehicles are just legendary, iconic beasts, but not this one. Not a tier 8 premium heavy tank with the tier 8 matchmaking. And gun handling, this accuracy, not too many snapshots, aiming time, reload time, slow as reload time. Yes, it is awesome to see those 500 plus damage rolls, but I would rather deal damage twice as often with a bit better accuracy and gun handling. But this is just my playstyle, my personal opinion. And this is all I know about one of the upcoming Tier 8 Premium Heavy Tanks at the moment, VK7501K, Premium VK4502B. This is the best way to remember it. At the moment I have no idea when this is going to be available or how this tank is going to be released. No idea, maybe via Marathon, because have we ever had any German vehicle marathons? I remember Progetto Pilot 1, we had EBR 75, we had Caravan Action X. I don't think we have had any German tank marathons, so maybe yet another marathon. And yes, we had HU 130 PM as well. So we really enjoy, community really enjoys those marathons to get Tier 8 Premium tanks with one crazy discount or for completely free. This is possible. So hopefully a marathon reward vehicle, or maybe Clan Wars campaign reward vehicle. I hope not. I really do hope not. Anyway guys, this is how VK looks like at the moment. Now for the end of the episode I am going to answer to one of the most frequently asked questions in the comment section at the moment. What do I think about Wargaming cancelling the changes to the Object 430 and 430U? Now, what I really think about it, okay, let's go back. When I first saw this news article, I really was like, what the fuck are you doing? And my reaction, his reaction was directed towards what this does to the community. Because community really likes to freak out when they see something like this. We all know that 430, they know that as well, as they said in their first article. Let me try to find it. However, the number of these two vehicles has increased in the last 6 months, as well as your feedback regarding their combat performance. Therefore, we decided to reduce some of their excessively high combat parameters. So they know that 430 and 432 are performing better than some of the other, or most of the vehicles from the same tier. So they know they're OP, but how they handled it, I tried to get my thoughts straight. I tried to put them into the mic for you. So community likes to freak out about something like this. When they announce Nerfs and suddenly 2 days later or how many days later they say, oh, we looked at the stats, the wording was so freaking bad. It is worded by using Google Translator, of course, from the Russian server or from the Russian article. According to the results of the performance test of the Object 430 and 432 will remain the same as on the main server. Edits are cancelled. That wording is so freaking bad. Just say we continue the testing to figure out what to tune on the 430U, for example, because I understand why they may cancelled it, because what they did, they nerfed the DPM, they nerfed dispersion on turret traverse, counter dispersion during movement and on hull traverse, aiming time and turret traverse speed. They didn't do anything to the mobility, they didn't do anything to the alpha damage, to the armoring. And all that is actually, or all those things are actually the main problems on 432. The armoring is way too strong. It is like a medium heavy tank. And while it is fighting in super close combat face hugging, it is still wrecking everybody. So nerfing the aiming time, nerfing the DPM just a bit. They didn't even touch the overall accuracy. Well, all those things actually do nothing to the performance of the 432, so you guys have to think about that as well. Even if they went through with all those nerfs, the overall playstyle on 432, and I would say the overall results on the 432 are not going to change that much. So without them touching the mobility or the armoring, this vehicle is still going to dominate tier 10s, but them simply cancelling everything about 432 and them saying that in the article, dedicated article, this is pouring fire or throwing fire, or however you say it, into the community which is already on fire about those two tanks. hopefully you understand what I am trying to say over here. It is stupid. Toasty vehicles most definitely needs to be looked at. They know it, but how they handle it is complete garbage. Or how the Russian server handles it. Because this is where all the decisions are made. And we have to take it. We have to bend over and we have to take it. So this is all I am going to say about this topic at the moment, because my main goal over here with my channel is to entertain you, is to make you smile. I want you to leave from my channel with a smile on your face, so I really do not want to deal with all the traumas all the time, because this is a game, this is a freaking video game. And it shouldn't be frustrating, you should be smiling all the time. I want to be your daily routine killer, your stress relief, your getaway place, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I hope you do, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode as well. Tomorrow, something else. You will see what I have for you tomorrow. Hopefully I have something for you tomorrow. And I thank you for tuning in, I really do. Much love, stay awesome, take care, and bye.